The views and opinions expressed by guests and/or comments are those of the persons who submitted them and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of In the Clutch Sports Talk and More podcast. Any content provided by guests are of their opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company of any individual or anyone or anything. Welcome.
What it do? What it do? What it do?
Podcast. I am your host, Daryl Early. I am joined today by T. Down Goes Niners Will. What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Oh,
what a beautiful day, man. What a beautiful day.
I had to take that L. But before we go in any further, they go out other co-hosts for the other shows. Show enough, Sharita. How you doing?
What it do, showing up? What it do, showing up? Get some work done.
Yeah, get some work done. You're supposed to be at work. You watching the show. But that's good. That's right. Watch that show. Don't worry about all of that.
Share it. Don't forget to share it. Oh, look at her. She doing it for us, you know. Sponsor Lily Mae out there, you know. Code is Clutch FF20. Get 20% off your entire purchase through the end of this month. Hurry up and get that order in, y'all.
It ends December 31st. She
paying the full strength. I'll be paying the full strength. Yeah. Yep.
So, and I'm telling you guys, we can't emphasize enough how great the products are. We want to shout out. And Terry, Lily Mae, Adria, she actually gonna be on the show coming up beginning of next year, if I'm not mistaken.
January the 2nd. Yep, we confirmed her on yesterday, man. She's gonna be out there January the 2nd.
Can't wait. What I can wait on is talking about the game over the weekend. Dallas versus the 49ers.
Yes, sir.
49er faithfuls, we took that L. No excuses. We lost. Plain and simple.
I'll let you talk about it a while. I'll let you talk before I say what I'm gonna say.
I mean, I don't even really want to. I mean, it ain't too much I want to say, but what I will say is this. Let me let y'all get a close up of this. This has been an awful year for us 49ers. It really has. Even though we had all these injuries, I looked at it like, you know what? Even with all these injuries, we're going to do what we can do. We're going to try to make the best of it. The only thing that I wanted to happen that would have made the season okay, it would have been bearable for me, was if we would have beat the Dallas Cowboys. That was the only thing I wanted out of this year, was to beat the Dallas Cowboys, because I knew the chance of us getting to the Super Bowl or even making the playoffs was going to be slim and all of that. All I wanted was a win over the Dallas Cowboys, and we didn't do it. So now we don't have anything to look forward to. We don't have no bragging rights over the summer. We don't have anything. The rest of the spring and all of that summer, all that. We don't have anything else but an L. So no excuses made. We lost.
Uh, you done?
I'm done.
Man, beautiful week. Beautiful week, man. You know, we started off our show last week talking about rivalry week with the Cowboys and 49ers. I told you we was going to get you. But I'll tell you what.
I didn't really want to bet here, but I did it. I bet just I did it, but I didn't want it because I knew we weren't at full force. But we bet.
Oh, man, I don't want to hear all that. Spare me all that. Spare me all that. Talking about what we didn't do, what we didn't have. I don't want to hear that. And then we end up didn't have Zeke Elliott in there. So
that was the best thing that could have happened to y'all.
That's not for you to sit up there and brag on and say. That was a vital member that we lost that should have made y'all even better.
No, Tony Pollard has played better than Zeke all year long. So I would have rather Zeke would have played.
Look. We're not dissecting the game, sir. We're not dissecting who we think or who did better. We're talking about who beat who in bragging rights. So before we go any further in this right here, let me give a shout out to Marty Fat Cat White.
I thought it was the rural one.
Yeah, he ain't no how the hell he the rural one. Hell, he can't win 5 games. He ain't the rural shit. He ain't the rural piece of shit. I mean, piece of stuff. Piece of crap. I forgot. We got my guy
Kirkwood. Yeah, Kirkwood.
Yeah, he's a piece of crap. But I'm gonna tell you what he tried to do.
Damn it.
Yeah, damn it. I'm gonna tell you what he tried to do. He called me, dude, literally 5 minutes to 12, asking me, "Hey, T. Will, make it light on yourself. You ready to bet?" I said, "Dude, they just announced Ezekiel ain't playing. Are you crazy? I ain't finna sit up there and do that." "Oh, okay. I was just checking." So he tried to get him a little cheap win in. You know what I mean? But I lit him up on Facebook and I tagged you as well. You know, but he want to do all that. Okay, now I guess you're going to the Super Bowl. Dude, we ain't talking about going to the Super Bowl. We beat you. Take that L and be a man. At least you was a man and you sit up there and asked about, you know, why did I tag you in the post? I'm going to tag you in the post because we're co-hosts on a show that we talked about. If I lose, I'll wear 49er gear. If you lose, you wear Cowboy gear or you do something to reflect the Cowboys. And here you are on the show with an in the clutch shirt on.
So the 24-hour rule didn't apply?
What 24-hour rule?
Oh, I thought it was a 24-hour rule. I don't say anything to you after loss. I give you 24 hours to recuperate, but I guess that don't.
Well, if you really want to know the truth, I didn't say anything to you. I posted something. So if you didn't go out there on Facebook, you would have never.
Like rubbing salt in the wound, though. I knew what you were
rubbing salt in the wound because this was rivalry week, and y'all was talking all this bang bang nana gang stuff and what you gonna do and blah blah blah.
First off, I wasn't really talking stuff. I was just. I'm a talk up for my team, but I wasn't as confident that I knew that game could have went either way. So I wasn't really talking a lot of stuff. No, I wasn't really.
Okay, yeah.
But and I lost the bet. So I'm a man of my word, though. I lost the bet, and I told you that I wasn't gonna buy I told you I wasn't gonna buy a shirt. I wasn't gonna buy a jersey or nothing, but I told you I'd do something, right?
Yeah. Show me what you came up with. The whole world is ready to see it. I be damn. You did it. You did it. Do me a favor. Hey, do me a favor. Once the show is over with, make that a PDF and send it to me, please.
No.
Look, this is something I'm gonna keep it in archives. I won't share it with nobody. Scouts honor. I won't share it with nobody.
No.
That's just something I want to see, man. I love that picture, man.
Look, I'm gonna tell you.
You're in front of AT&T Stadium. Look at you, and you look like you enjoyed it. That's the best part about it.
And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you now. When I initially, when I said, "Damn, I'm gonna have to do something," I was like, let me come up with find one of these memes that's the Dallas crying or something like that. And I said, you know what? That would not honor the bet. I said, so let me find a picture and let me put my head on it and be a man of my word I'm smiling. I ain't frowning. I lost a bet. So hey,
Well,
this
let me
is
ask
it.
you a question. Can we get sued for putting somebody else's head on there? So if I want you to put Marty's head on that picture, can you send that to me? I mean,
Marty didn't make that bet, so
he didn't make a bet, but the last I heard that this was freedom of speech, and you know, freedom to do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if I want to take his picture and put it on a picture and share it out there, I don't think that's a crime. You know, so I'm just asking.
It's not a crime, but I don't want to be part of that because you know, me and Marty, we 49er fans, and I'm not gonna do a fellow 49er fan like that.
Okay, well we'll talk off the air. Wink, wink, and we can try to get that done, and I'll act like I did it. How about that?
I'll say this though, he do owe you some because we did lose, and he was in the comment box talking a lot of trash. He was.
Yeah, he was talking. Look, and that's what I'm saying. And look, Daryl, he ain't got to do no picture, but like at least you was a man of your word and you sit up there and did it. Even though we didn't technically bet, if I do a lot of yapping, one thing I do is if I go out there on Facebook or social media, I'll sit up there and man up and say the better team won today. We didn't show up. You know, we stink, or congrats to Niner Nation or whatever. I always do that. You can go out there and look at it. With the Steelers, I did it, and that's my most hated rival. So I go out there and do that, but I expect that in return. So Fat Cat, if you're listening to me out there, only thing I want you to do, you go out there on Facebook, just tag my name and say, man, we were the better team that day. I ain't say the best team of the year. I ain't saying the best team of the century. I'm not saying the best team all the time. Just give me some type of acknowledgement. So when we have our memories that come up in on Facebook, I can always go back and sit up there and say, you know what, Marty? You was a man of your word. You're a man of great character. You know, you did something. So if you listen to me, Marty, I know you is. You probably sit up there hiding. You ain't gonna sit up there and say nothing now. I know you ain't. I know you ain't.
He was in the comments last week, though, right?
Yeah, he stayed. He stayed in the comments, and I didn't start it. That was supposed to be me and you. It was a rivalry game we was gonna sit up there and talk about. So it had nothing to do with Marty. That wasn't even none of Marty's business, but Marty chose to intercede in what we were talking about and want to jump in there and do all that yapping. Only thing I'm saying is you didn't follow up with it, or you didn't follow through with what all that yap you was talking. So show me some respect. Put some respect on my name.
Well, I think he probably thought the show was coming on at 11. We had to come on an hour later today, so maybe he was ready.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. He know where the other time we coming on. He subscribed to the show. That's what happens. That's what happens when we ready to come on. The people that hit subscribe, you're gonna get a notification. I don't care if we come on at 2 o'clock in the morning. You're gonna get a notification. And if you're up, you're going to get that notification. So I'm not using that for an excuse. So I'm thinking that he's hiding like the yellow belly coward that he is.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So
that's a little harsh, man.
Man, look, that's good compared to for me, for what I'm sitting up there telling me. He better sit up there and make this right, or I ain't gonna let this go away. I love you, alumni. I love you, alumni. You my guy, but Fat Cat, you gonna either have to come on this show. No, we ain't gonna bring you on the show.
Oh, he said he was gonna do the show.
Man, I don't for what? What can he give us on the show?
I mean,
it's not like he a handsome cat for the women. He don't know what he's talking about sports wise. You know, I don't think he's an educated guy other than he another one of them guys that played basketball with you that, you know, they just gave grades, gave D pluses so you guys can sit up there and play the next game. So he's another one of them guys.
Pretty smart guy.
Huh?
I think he was a pretty smart guy.
I might have wasn't all that smart. Every time I used to go down the hall, he in the same fucking room. And that's the room with Mr. Daniels in there with the study hall and with the remedial classes.
Man, you need to stop it.
You know, I'm just saying, you know.
You need to stop it, man.
Usually in high school, when the bell ring, you change classes. We walk past here in the same damn room.
You trying to say Marty didn't change classes?
Not much.
Hey, look.
Not much. And Marty, this fat cat, I love you, man, but it's gonna continue to happen, man, until you make this right. You see what Daryl looking like on there, man? Look, I'm in heaven. This took some thought and effort. This ain't something Daryl just did. Daryl took some thought and effort into making this right. So I'm not gonna look. We're ready to go to the next segment. We ain't even got to talk about the Cowboys in Fort House, because to me, you've honored what you're supposed to do, and I love it. And you let it stay up here. You could have just put it up here and took it right back down, but you didn't.
Oh, I told you, I'm a man of my word. I said, I said I would do. I said I wouldn't buy a jersey, but I would do something to. It's kind of humiliating. I'll admit that, but I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word.
You learn a darn fool, but I love it. you hear that, Kirkwood? Darn. I told you, I'm conscious. I'm self-conscious about what I'm saying now and what I'm trying to do to move forward. So, Daryl, you did a darn good job of this photo, and I just appreciate you honoring your vet. And I just got one last thing to say before we move on. How about them Cowboys?
I mean, it ain't nothing I can say. I mean, we lost. I'm gonna take that L. I'm gonna like Shannon Sharp say, take that hot L.
Yeah. You took it and you took it good. So I'm proud of you. It just goes to show that you got some character, and I'll take that. But you fat cat, you owe me something, baby.
Well, we finna take this quick commercial break, and when we come back, I'm gonna try to get a special guest on the phone. He has some words for the NFC East and another team. So hopefully I can get this guy on the phone, but we're gonna go to a commercial break right quick.
Elite Legacy Logistics. Rise and shine. Let's grind. Are you a carrier? Tired of doing all the hard work yourself? Let me help with that. Are you aspiring to become a truck driver? I can help with that too. Join this $800 billion industry. Let me do the hard work so you don't have to. The best is the least that we can do. Call or text 954-414-7115. You can also email us at info@elitelegacy.net. Got a truck? We have loads. Must have valid MC number. Are you in need of a professional yard service? Call Ernest Payne at Payne's Lawn Service. He provides a quote and a free estimate for gutter cleaning, leaf removal, mulching, flower beds, edging, family plots, and fallen limb removal. No job is too small for Ernest Payne. He can be reached at 901-620-7469.
Well, typical Dallas fan. He didn't answer the phone when I called.
Oh, no problem. Just want to celebrate.
Man, look, y'all won. Oh, wait a minute. I stand corrected. Hey, I just want to let you know you on the air. You say something crazy now.
You want me to keep it real or get phony?
Terry, can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him.
I can.
Who am I having the pleasure of speaking with?
Terry T. Will. This is Terry Isabel, another Treadwell alumni and Dallas Cowboy fan.
Glad to meet you, sir.
We ain't meeting, but glad to be talking to you, bro.
Look here. Go ahead and tell, okay, y'all got the win this weekend. I know you had something to say about it, so just go ahead and get it off your chest right now, Isabel.
Hey, you talking about say it like I wanna, or do I need to bleep out anything or just be me? What you want?
I want you.
Oh hell, y'all ain't shit. The 49ers, y'all ain't shit. Y'all trash, bro. I'm just being honest. Y'all, hey, you talk about us in the garbage can. You right in there with us, garbage. Okay.
Look, Okay, you agree that we both garbage, and don't leave Rod team out while you talking about the 49ers.
Oh, Flatfoot, you want to hear this?
Let me hear it.
They do, man. We put them in a whole nother. We dropped them in the commode, bro.
Now,
they what?
Now, this is the question I got for both of y'all, and we talked about this last week, Terry. Y'all still have a chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
We got an outside chance. It's still going to be a little difficult because even though everybody in the NFC East lost Sunday beside the Cowboys, right now in that position of first place is the Washington Redskins. The bad part about that is
Washington football team.
Man, the Redskins. They the Redskins.
Come on, man. I mean, that's politically incorrect now. So
he got a point there. We got to keep it 100, man. They the football team. They the Washington football team. I understand where they coming from, man. See, I'm slight Indian, man, and I understand.
Okay, well, again, I'm calling the Washington Redskins. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We respect that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, what I was saying was that, all the NFC East teams lost, beside the Cowboys. The one that's right now, still has the upper hand in the division is the Washington football team. But they've already beaten us twice. So not only are we, looking like we still maybe a game back or whatever, we actually two because they've beaten us twice. The good part of it, last two games of our schedule, we played the Philadelphia Eagles this upcoming week, and we ended with the Giants, which means we have to win out, but we also need the Redskins to lose their final two, and all that. That's going to depend on if Alex Smith is going to be healthy. Not sure, but when he's in there, he's a hell of a game manager and all that. So. I'm not sure who their last two games are, but it's still an uphill battle that we have to do what we need to do. But at the same time, we need Washington to lose both.
Washington play Carolina this weekend, so if they win that game,
and I think they play Philly the last one.
Yeah, they play Philly the last game, but I don't even. Is does Philly still can?
Yeah, a lot of teams are still. I mean, look, though, everybody still see the thing about Philly is Philly got a tie.
Yeah, so that's gonna help them.
They have a tie, so that can actually help them too. It's pretty much that whoever is playing would have to win out their last two games, and that other team or two they have to lose. They just have to lose.
I think Washington only need one game. If they beat Carolina, I think
they beat Carolina. They in
because they're gonna have a hard game the last game of the season against Philly. Philly playing a little bit better, so it's crazy.
Like I said, though, but anything can happen because Alex Smith is still not playing. The other guy, he's not playing bad, but I just still think that they got a hell of a defense, and I just think that they stand a better chance to win when they have a game manager with Alex Smith under the helm. I don't know. I think he has a calf problem or something like that, but not sure if he's going to be able to play this week. But if he does, I'm looking for the Redskins to win the division.
Well, Isabel, let me ask you this, because all of that stuff is, even if they win and the division and all of that, they ain't going nowhere. So let's talk about a little future. Is Dak the future?
For who? Us?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, he the future, man. Dak is the future now. Dak ain't no bad quarterback. Dak is a decent quarterback. And Dak is the future, man. Go on, pay the man. Just pay him.
I mean, they gonna pay him, but are they gonna pay him what he asking for?
That's the key right there. Now I don't think they're gonna do that now with that injury in his corner. I don't think they're gonna bring him a nice little price tag, but it ain't gonna be what Dak and that doggone greedy agent he got.
Yeah.
See, I think they overplayed their hand, man. And
you're 100% correct. They overplayed that hand, Dak's age
with that
is
man.
the reason why he's not signed to a long-term deal right now.
Right. They overplayed it, man. They should have went on, paid the man, got him right there with Carson Wentz and that other boy and the Rams, and they'd have been all right.
Yeah, but
they just waited.
Yeah.
See, he played his. See, them guys was first in the first round, so that played his contract all the way out. They paid them folks, their contracts ran out because they were first rounders.
Yeah.
And if you don't play 4 years out, come on, man.
Yeah, but Philly looking like they regretting signing Carson Wentz now, though.
And I think so. And I think the Rams are too.
The Rams can win with Goff, but
it's totally different with Goff over there with Wentz. Wentz is, you mark my words, I'm telling you right now, Wentz is done in Philadelphia. What I've seen out of Jalen Hurts these last two games, Wentz is done in Philadelphia, and then he made a comment said he's not going to back. He don't want to back up, and he'd rather move elsewhere.
Yeah,
but see, this
before the game. He did. That was stupid.
So that was stupid. But this is the reason. I'm always for the guys getting their money, but you got to go back and look. These is why the owners make some of these tough calls, because look at Wentz. He just signed his 2-year or 3-year contract or whatever he just signed for all that money last year. Now they're gonna have to eat all that money. They're gonna have to eat all that money. And then you look at Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones was stupid for not signing Dak, but from my understanding, there was a couple of great contracts out there that they offered Dak that his agent declined on.
Overplayed it.
After that injury he just had, Dak gonna have to come down on that price. You're gonna have to come down on that price.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to.
Well, I think Dallas looked at, we paid Zeke and then look what happened. Do we want to turn right back around and do the same thing with Dak? So I think that had something to play into it too.
I think they looking at that they overpaid that old number 90, DeMarcus Lawrence. Man, that man play like a scrub, man.
Well,
he play like
the problem is they should have locked Dak up. They should have locked Dak up before they even think about Zeke and Lawrence and all of them. They should have got Dak first, because your quarterback, your history, your lifeline is longer, because the average life of a running back is between 5 and 7 years. So your quarterback, if you got a good durable quarterback in the right kind of system with a good offensive line, he can play 15 to 20 years. So you don't take no Einstein to realize of what you need to lock up first.
Yeah, it's really 3 to 5 years for a running back. I'm
just estimating, but you're right. But my point is, Zeke shouldn't have got that contract that he got before Dak was locked up.
Right.
And you're right, because if they'd have signed earlier, it would have cost them a lot less money. They should have went on signed before that contract, what little contract he had ran out. Because he was a 4th-round pick. They should have came to him a year or two early.
Daryl, we got one of the best guests ever on the show, man. What took you so long to ask Mr. Isbell to be on the show? What's the problem?
It's hard to track him down, man.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, I appreciate good and honest and people that's knowledgeable, that know what they're talking about, that's not biased and all that. So I'm just honored for you to actually be on the show and share some of your wisdom and your expertise. We got to get you back on here a little bit, more.
Well, this one thing about him, he honest about it, because I know how to pick him, Terry. I picked you, right?
Let's see, there you go, trying to take credit for stuff that you ain't got no business trying to pick.
I know.
Hey, look. Hey, but this the key though, man. Okay, like for instance, like Kobe Bryant and Shaq. I like the Shaq. I've been a Laker fan, but I got mad at Kobe because it could have came a little bit better, and Shaq and him could have kept dominating. I was a Laker fan, but you can't take from Kobe. He one of the greatest. I tell it like it is. I keep it 100. I throw a little bit. I cuss a little bit, but all out honest, I'm gonna give that player his credit. And like, I'm a North Carolina fan,
They are not
And-
better than Duke. Don't even say it.
Now, let me finish. And I'm not a Duke fan, but I have to give Krzyzewski his credit. The man one of the greatest college coaches of all time for what he always had to work with compared to a lot of them other teams. And the man is a wizard. I like him, but I do not like no. My favorite Duke player is Grant Hill. I keep it 100.
What about
I tried to.
what about Christian Laettner?
He's weak, bro. I'm just sorry.
Hey,
He
look,
never showed.
Hey,
look.
man, we ain't got to the basketball session yet. Let's hold on for a minute. We keep on there.
I got one more football question. Then we need to take another quick commercial break. I got one football question. What do y'all think about the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Garbage, bro. Garbage. They are garbage, and I'm gonna tell you why. They just did beat the Cowboys. The boy in Baltimore gave them the game. The other time, well, both quarterbacks, and then Tennessee gave them the game. Man, they garbage. They're going nowhere fast. They ain't winning another game, man.
Oh, come on,
Real
man.
man.
No, I beg to differ. I hate the Steelers with every fiber inside of me, but they're running.
They don't beat Indiana.
They can't run the football. They hadn't been able to do it the last 3 weeks. Steelers football
all year long, to be honest.
Well, we're pretty much all year long.
They got chinks in their armor. I saw it from the beginning because I got one. I got their defense in fantasy, and I had James Conner. They have not been able to run the ball all year long.
Okay, but y'all talk about that. But they talk about what's the quarterback, Drew Brees, how he can't get the – hey, dude not flicking the ball down the field like he used to no more. Ben is
Big Ben.
Well, I like I said, I beg to differ because Big Ben was looking good the first 4 or 5 games of the season and all that.
They war on them now.
Yeah,
they don't war on them.
And I think that's the problem. They throwing too much, and he coming off
That's
elbow surgery.
But he has the ball, Daryl. They're not running the football. Go back and look at the stats. Even though they've been subpar, quit looking at it as a fantasy. What Connor did for you? Quit look at it as NFL. Looking at fantasy.
You can look at the carries. I ain't looking at the production. I'm looking at the carries, and I'm looking at how Big Ben throwing the ball 40 and 50 times a game. And the thing, they were winning the games. They can't
run the football.
They can't run the football. It wasn't that hot then.
It don't matter if the team's hot or not. If you got a 24 point lead, why are you still throwing the ball? Run the ball and run the clock out. That's going to save your quarterback arm there.
That's true. Yeah. That would have saved, but it don't wore down on them over the course of the season.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They ain't been able to run the football, man. And it don't take no Einstein to know how defense is.
You're right, bro.
It don't take no Einstein to know of what a defense is supposed to do when a team can't run the football. So
I mean that's obvious, but what I'm saying is, I'm saying if you had games where you up, you basically got the game won. Why are you still passing? Even if you ain't getting much out of the running game,
you're changing the narrative. We're only talking about this last 3-game losing streak.
No, I'm talking about all.
You can't talk about them. If they 11-0, you ain't got shit to say about them. If they 11-0.
Okay. They was 11-0, but what are they now? Now they lost 3 games in a row.
That's what I'm telling you. The last 3 games, Connor's been out for COVID or some type of.
It don't matter. He wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't
doing football, and
he wasn't doing nothing when he was in there. So that's the point that I'm trying to make. If you ain't even trying to establish the run, then that's like you just said. The defense coordinator saying, "Oh, they ain't even trying to run the ball, so all we got to do is defend the pass." So I saw that when they were 11-0. I ain't gonna wait until they don't lost 3 games in a row, and now I want to say, "Oh yeah, I see something wrong with them." I saw something wrong with them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reason he's so salty is because he went almost perfect in the our fantasy football league, and he has Connor, and Connor ain't did nothing for him. So and then he got knocked out in the first round. So he's very, very, very salty. He's the number 1 seed. He's very salty right now.
What
So
does that? What does that have to do with NFL football?
I'm telling you, over the course of the last 3 games, Connor hadn't been playing, whether it's due to COVID, whether it's due to injury or whatever. Pittsburgh Steelers have not been able to run the football. And when you can't run,
what I'm telling you is they haven't been able to run the ball all year long. That's what you're not understanding. They 11-0, so it don't matter if you can run the ball. You're 11-0, so how can I dissect what they doing? And what I'm telling you is, if you know football, you know that's going to be a problem later on in the year.
Okay.
I try to educate
one. How much you want to bet Kansas City and Pittsburgh will still go to the AFC Championship to face each other? Ain't nobody else finna beat Pittsburgh but Kansas City. Now, what do you want to bet on that?
Buffalo will beat them.
Buffalo ain't gonna beat them no more.
Buffalo will beat them.
Okay, well, we'll have a nice
really bet. Can you hold on for a quick second while we take a commercial break?
Yeah.
Tanya Covington Realtor, a multi-million-dollar producer in the Mid-South since October 2000. She is an accredited buyer's representative, a seller's representative specialist, and committed to excellence. Tanya assists her clients with budgeting, home repairs, and the loan process, all the way to closing. Tanya exemplifies integrity, energy, hard work, and creative service in every detail of her real estate transaction. She has built a successful career in real estate for over 19 years in the Mid-South. Clients chose to work with Tanya for her full-service team, ethics, experience, and expertise. Her base is strong, full of loyal, repeat customers. And that is the reason Tanya has been so successful in this incredibly competitive sales environment. Tanya's extensive knowledge of the Mid-South residential real estate market is unparalleled. Her clients have consistently sought her advice and trusted her judgment on many deals. A woman of faith, family, and community. Tanya believes one is not defined by what he or she receives, but by what he or she gives. Please call Tanya anytime without obligation. She is ready to go to work for you today.
And I know we started a little late, but we still gonna try to end the show right at 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna go ahead and run one more quick commercial so we don't have to stop. And if we go over, we go over. But I want to make sure we get our sponsor, Lily Mae's commercial in.
Lily Mae.
I can't stress it enough. Clutch FF20, 20% off your entire purchase. It ends December 31st, so you still got time to get that order in. After December 31st, it's full strength.
Yeah, and if you just now tuning in, she will be our very special guest on a very special episode on January the 2nd, Saturday, January the 2nd. A lot about things about her products, things that's been going on with her. She's actually a school teacher of New York, and we're going to talk about the challenges and how she enjoys being a teacher. And we're going to also go through a lot of her amazing products, and just looking forward to it. Adria Ross live on the show January the 2nd.
Let's jump into some of this NBA basketball since tonight is opening night. Terry, who your team? Isabel, who your team?
I'm Philadelphia 76ers.
So you a Heat fan wherever he at?
Wherever LeBron go, man.
So that, I mean, okay, so he back with the team that you said that you liked anyway. So the Lakers. So I know you was glad that he came
Right.
back.
Right.
Okay. So we opening up tonight against the Clippers. Man, hold
All
on.
right.
Hold on. First off, Adam Silver. We got to give him another hand clap, a round of applause, because this was marketing genius to have this game and then to have the Nets versus the Warriors opening the season.
Yep.
Great opening.
So who you got? You taking the Lakers or what? You know, we
I'm taking the Lakers and Brooklyn tonight, bro.
You taking Brooklyn?
My dude is finna go back in there with revenge on his mind. He might not say it, but he going in there and he gonna drop them folks off, man. KD gonna show out, bro. Watch and see what I tell you.
Go ahead, Ted. Go ahead.
That's gonna be a interesting matchup, but I still question if KD and Kyrie can get along, man. I just want to see that. I just want to see that. If I can see that over a period of time, because Kyrie, he's a great player, but I promise you, man, he can be a cancer in the locker room, man. I mean, he can be. Yeah. Like I said, he may not be this time. He may have learned or whatever, but I'm telling you, if I think it's going to be much closer than that, even without Klay Thompson playing. I think I want to give a shout out to James Wiseman, our boy out of Memphis, coached by one of our alumni, Coach Penny Hardaway. I think he's going to.
Penny just got a 5-year extension.
Congratulations, my friend. Congratulations.
So that ends all of that Fire Penny Hardaway mess that was going around the city.
Whoa, back up. I'm glad they gave my homeboy that extension, but I'm telling you something about, you ought to know these people in Memphis. They would give you an extension. They gave Larry Finch one and got rid of him. That don't mean you off the hook.
He's exactly right. He's exactly right. No, he's not off the hook. The only thing I'm saying is about the situation. No, Penny is not off the hook by a long shot. But at the same time, I'm telling you, people will sit up there. I know you know how Memphis is, and we talked about it on the previous show, Dara. They are a farewell city. They'll cheer for you when you're winning. They won't come to the games and won't root for you when you lose. I don't care who you are. You know what? I remember back as great as Larry Finch was back in the day. Do you know when Larry Finch actually got fired? Do you know when he actually got fired? He was actually at the hot dog stand after playing the Louisville Cardinals. And they lost to Louisville. He actually got the word while eating a freaking hot dog at Louisville. So that just goes to show you that they don't care. They want to
win. I think because aren't they still paying Tubby right now?
Yeah, to get out that contract on him.
Yeah, so I think they just, if they through paying Josh Pastner and Tubby, they got to pay Tubby. I think this was like, okay, we're going to extend you, because if you look at the contract, it's a decent contract, but it ain't a whole bunch of money.
How much was it?
I think the total was $12 million over 5 years. So he averaging around $2.25 million per year.
Dude, that's two boosters. That's why I said it still ain't guaranteed. Just because he got that 5-year contract, you got two boosters that can buy that out in a matter of seconds. So just because you got it, don't necessarily mean that they have the confidence in you, which I think they do, but it don't necessarily mean that that ain't necessarily the case.
I think this is gonna buy you a little time. At least it'll shut up the fan base for right now, anyway.
Yes. I think Penny has done an outstanding job. We starting off rough this year. He's not a great coach. We know that. He's not a great coach. This is a first-time Division I coach. He's been great on the AAU level. He's been great in high school over there at East High. But guys, you got to have good people around you and all that type of stuff. He's not the greatest coach, but when it comes down to heart, experience, and what he's done over the course of his career, I'll take him in a heartbeat. He's putting fans back in the seats over there at the University of Memphis. He's given us a reason to be excited every year. So we just need to give him some time.
Let me ask y'all this. Let's shift back to the NBA. Let me ask y'all this question. Did the Golden State Warriors need KD more, or did KD need the Golden State Warriors more?
I think KD needed them.
I agree. I agree.
I totally disagree. I don't think they would have won. I don't think they could have won their championship without KD when they went up against LeBron.
We know that part. But
I mean, they had just lost to Kyrie and LeBron.
And he went and Draymond Green
series. They should have lost that series. The one Cleveland was LeBron. LeBron better be lucky because he wasn't supposed to win that series. A boneheaded move by you know who.
Yeah, but that's okay. I get that, but that's one game. That's one game.
Dude, one game changed the momentum in their series. They supposed to end that in 5. They would have ended it in 5.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, when they came back the next year, it wasn't even close.
Dude.
So who needed who?
Golden State has been a champion without Kevin Durant. So what are you talking about?
Oh my goodness. I forgot. This is a stat guy.
I ain't no stat guy. It's a common sense.
He don't understand basketball like that.
Did or did not? Did Golden State win a championship? Did they win a championship?
Okay, so what I'm saying is,
yes or no?
If Kevin Durant wouldn't have went to Golden State that next year, they would not have beat Cleveland.
We're not talking about that.
That's not what we're talking about.
You're right.
That's the question I just asked.
Did Kevin Durant need them more, or they needed him? And I think Kevin Durant needed them.
He needed them. He wasn't doing nothing over there at OKC. He gave up a 3-1 lead.
That's right.
He
the one blew that game. He blew it, not Westbrook. Kevin Durant missed more shots than Westbrook.
No, he didn't.
Against them teams.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't. Kevin Durant knew he wasn't going to win with Westbrook, and that's why he won the league.
Go back and look at your stats, man, because you speak strictly on the heart. You know, Kevin Durant wasn't doing nothing. He was frustrated over there in Oklahoma City. But if you can't beat him, join him. The Golden State Warriors did win a championship before Kevin Durant got there. So now you're telling me
I'm telling you, they would not. They would have not won, and they would have not went back to the finals without Kevin Durant.
Okay, we're gonna agree to disagree.
He needed them, man. He'd have went back another year with anybody else. He wasn't going that far.
And he wouldn't have the championship. Wasn't either. LeBron would have probably had 6 rings by now.
Golden State could have got back there. Golden State could have got back.
Let me tell you something. I'm not taking anything away from
that. Was the Durant move was more to be able to contain a score with LeBron's now. Gave him that extra lethal weapon. But
exactly, that's what I'm saying. They would not have.
They
would not have
needed them. Kevin Durant had took the Cleveland Cavaliers that far. No, Kevin.
And his phone went out right on time. We got a minute left in the show.
Wow.
That blasphemy, he talking to me. We got a minute left in the show. So I guess we can just go ahead and wrap it up, Terry. Another good show. You got anything to say in pardon?
No, I'm just looking forward to opening season of basketball and just want to sit up there and piggyback on what you said. Silver, man. He's the commissioner of the year in any sports, man. This guy right here has been money ever since the pandemic.
Now, we didn't talk about this, Terry. You know, it ain't no bubble right now. You know, everything finna be no fan. I don't think it's gonna be many fans in the arena, if any, but they are gonna be traveling. I think they're gonna do like back-to-back games and stuff like that with the same teams and stuff. You think that's gonna work out pretty good? Or?
I can't say if it's gonna work out or not, but if I trusted in anybody, man, I would trust in Silver because, like I said, he talked a little bit about the state of the game. a few weeks ago, and he said that they're prepared for potential things that could happen this year, since they're not dealing with the bubble, during the regular season. So he says he's prepared for it. He says his team is prepared for it, and I believe him.
I think if they can follow all the protocol, it might work. But this travel,
it's gonna be glitches or whatever. But I'm sure he's gonna be fine, man. He hadn't showed me any reason why he wouldn't be. So,
right.
Like I said, I'm just excited that it's fixing to start back. Gives us something to do and take our mind off this pandemic and all that stuff. So, sports heals wounds that you would never imagine. So, it won't take away the hurt and the pain or anything like that of what's going on in our loved ones and what we've been going through in 2020. But I'm looking to get some excitement coming up.
Right. And we're going to revisit this KD Golden State thing at a later date. But other than that, I'm looking forward to it tonight. I'm hoping my Lakers can start the season off with a win, especially against the Clippers, because I think they're trying to hype them up. And I think they, again, the Clippers a little too much credit, but we'll see. I just want to see how everybody going to mesh together with this new team we got. But other than that, people, you have been in the clutch.
In the clutch.
We're clutch. And
take care.
We're out. We are back, bigger and better than ever. Be sure to check out In the Clutch Sports Talk and More podcast, Tuesdays, 11 a.m. Central Time. And don't forget the other shows hosted by In the Clutch, Freaky Fridays, 7 p.m. Central Time on YouTube only. Also check us out on Saturdays, Open Topic Saturdays, 3 p.m. Central. Both shows hosted by Shownuff Sharita.